Hey everybody, this is Barry Mankin here with Four Corners Home Inspections and Environmental. We're outside of Nashville, Tennessee here, just on the east side of Nashville, and we're looking at some moisture conditions. So we're going to just show you a few different things as it relates to this time of year, especially still dealing with moisture, okay? Let's do the simple things first. All right, as it relates to just the grading, we've got this area here where the water is coming in this direction slightly, and we're getting some just right off the house. We want to make sure that that dissipates well, okay? But we've got our vent right here at ground level. So any moisture that falls in this area gets directly in there. We've got a little pocket of moisture right there, or a little bit of a swale where it settles underneath that chimney. And then that water gets right in there. Number two, it doesn't look like much, but when this adds up, it becomes a bigger deal. All right. Right here. It's our crawl space access. That door is wood, number one. It's painted, which is great. It helps protect it, but it's going to have a potential to deteriorate. There's no place for that water to go. All right, there's no drainage system. And so any of the water that just comes down the house, what falls here naturally, is going to get in there. So there's not a requirement for that as it relates to standards, but we're always going to recommend an improvement, you know, whether it's a cover or a drain or something like that to allow that place for the moisture to go. Now, here's where we get a little bit trickier. HVAC isn't level. Not a big deal, but we want to level them up for efficiency. However, that's been sweating and been getting cold. That was frosty earlier until we operated the system. You can see that moisture down there, that condensation line that is off, and that's all around that one location. So what that does, that settles that whole area. It settles this pad. This is a recent addition that wasn't always on there. So that settles that pad, and then it tips that AC. The AC isn't efficient. It's already working on a stressed older system, and then subsequently it's full of debris, so it can't breathe, right? So it's going to freeze up, right? Maintenance. So with that said, you got moisture, you got a deck. What does that do? Everything kind of compounds. That deck starts to settle because you've got all that moisture, no place for it to go. It's consistent. And then all of a sudden the deck starts to settle, okay? All these things kind of work collectively together. And then we haven't been in the crawl space yet, which we'll maybe do on a different segment. I think we're done here. So there's an outside, I'll just put my thing through the fence here. See that door that's up there? There's an outside shed. That outside shed has no ventilation in it. It's just to the exterior, which is fine to have that, but it's got drywall in there. So what does drywall do? It absorbs moisture, especially relative humidity in the summer, like a sponge. So what's on the drywall in there? Mold, okay? Again, and then that's related to the interior walls, right? So all you have is a layer, hopefully some insulation, and hopefully a vapor barrier, and then another layer of drywall. So if there's anything getting through there, what have you, that mold can get pulled in just from the pressure of the home. It's going to draw moisture as well. Subsequently, that's why you've got some on that drywall, but it's going to bring that into the house as well, potentially. Okay, so those are just a few conditions that you can see how important it is to button up the outside of the house, what it does to other systems, and just a little bit of moisture, if it's not managed properly, can affect other things and compound other issues, all right? Hopefully that helps. Enjoy your day.